Okay, this is your 3 weeks test for the first 6 weeks. You can pause after questions, and I'm going to remind you to pause in between questions so that you have time to think about the problem. You can rewind at any time and listen to the questions again. And so here we go. Number 1. Which number correctly completes the comparison? So which one of those numbers fits in that blank? You're looking for something that is equal to the number next to it. Number 2. Oh, sorry. Go ahead and pause and wait until you finish that question, and then go ahead and press play. Number 2. Kendra and her horse completed the barrel racing course in 15 and 839 thousandths of a second. If she rounds her score to the nearest hundredth of a second, what number will she write in the hundredths place? So all you're looking for is what digit is going to be in the hundredths place. Go ahead and put that in your in the grid, and go ahead and pause. Number 3. Pablo has a piece of wire that is 2 and 15 hundredths meters long. If Pablo rounds this length to the nearest tenth of a meter, what number will be in the tenths place? So this time you're looking for the number that's going to end up in the tenths place. Number 4. Waylon, Lila, and Braden buy yogurt at a yogurt shop. Waylon's yogurt weighs 5 and 74 hundredths ounces. Lila's yogurt weighs 5 and 8 tenths ounces. And Braden's yogurt weighs 5 and 487 thousandths ounces. Which correctly compares the weight of Waylon's yogurt and Braden's yogurt? So you're looking to compare Waylon's yogurt and Braden's yogurt. Go ahead and pause while you answer the question. Number 5. Carl's lab group planted bean seeds for a science investigation. The height of each group member seedling after 1 week is shown in the chart. So there in the chart you can see how tall Averett's seedling was, Bob's, Carl's, and Dahlia's. And the question is, which expression does not correctly compare the heights of the seedlings? Go ahead and pause. Number 6. Which number is greater than 639? Oops, sorry, I got confused. Which number is greater than 639,846 and less than 1,834,122? So which number is greater than 639,846 and less than 1,834,122? Go ahead and pause. Number 7. Mrs. Miller displayed the expanded notation for a decimal number as shown. So there's your expanded notation. 4 students wrote the decimal numbers to match Mrs. Miller's expanded notation. Their numbers are shown on the chart. So you can see what Alicia wrote, what Jordan wrote, what Michaela wrote, and what Jackie wrote. The question is, which of Mrs. Miller's students wrote the correct decimal number? So which one of those students wrote the correct decimal number for the expanded notation that is shown? Go ahead and pause. Number 8. The number of hours Carlita swam last week contains a 7 with a value of 7/100, which could show the number of hours Carlita swam. So which one of those has a 7 that has a value of 7/100? Go ahead and pause. Number 9. At the school field day, Jamie finished the shoebox slide in 45 and 906 thousandths of a second. What is the value of the 6 in that number? So what is the value of the 6? Go ahead and pause. Number 10. Lola has 7 $1 bills in her purse. She also has 8 dimes and 3 pennies, which is not equivalent to the amount of money in Lola's purse. Go ahead and pause. Number 11. Allison wrote 461 thousandths in word form and expanded notation. Which of the following shows the expanded notation of Allison's decimal? So which one of those shows the expanded notation for that number that she wrote? Go ahead and pause. Number 12. The table below shows the length of tunnels in 4 different countries. So you see the length of the tunnel in Switzerland, Japan, Russia, and Italy in that chart. Which country has a tunnel that is 1 and 534 thousandths kilometers long? Let me read that again. Which country has a tunnel that is 1 and 534 thousandths kilometers long? So which one of those matches that number I just said? Go ahead and pause. Number 13. The large square represents 1 whole. Tremaine shaded a decimal number in the square shown, which shows Tremaine's number rounded to the nearest tenth. So you're finding his number rounded to the nearest tenth. Go ahead and pause. Number 14. Natalie's parents are planning a trip. They created this chart showing the average gasoline prices in the nation. So you see how much regular cost, how much mid-grade cost, and how much premium cost. Which shows the price of mid-grade gasoline rounded to the nearest hundredth. Which shows the price of mid-grade gasoline rounded to the nearest hundredth. Go ahead and pause. Number 15. Benny's baseball glove weighs 14 and 943 thousandths ounces. How many ounces rounded to the nearest hundredth does Benny's glove weigh? How many ounces rounded to the nearest hundredth does Benny's glove weigh? Pause. Number 16. Mrs. Tapley used 591 kilowatt hours of electricity in May. The cost for electricity is 91 thousandths of a cent per kilowatt hour. Her total cost is $53.781 but the bill is rounded to the nearest cent. How much is Mrs. Tapley's electric bill? So her total cost was $53.781 of a cent, but her bill is rounded to the nearest cent. You have to remember from yesterday what we said cent stands for. How much is Mrs. Tapley's electric bill? And that's the end of your test. Make sure you go over it and you're 100% sure about your answers. Good luck.